From the Group 3S on Friday, we looked at this area and decided that there needed to be total clarity. Turns out all of these boards are either for orders or are for setup pieces for the molder. So we went through and labeled those. And this is a good start to a potential racking system or other labeled racking in the future. Nick restocking the drill bit system and adding a QR code on how to sharpen a drill bit, as well as nail polish on the backs with the color. So when we have new bits, we can paint them right there without looking. Another one from the Group 3S from Friday in the welding area. There was some great standardization done, including the spot for all the welding clamps. New standard of work from Brian in the fence panel building area. Nicely done. Steve's improvement over by the edger. It was really unclear, even though we had some Sharpie marks, where the correct sizes are and our standard sizes that we use all the time. Now there is total clarity. Nicely done. New fire extinguisher map from Sandy and already improved. Awesome. The dunnage at the resaw infeed was becoming unsafe. So the team got together and Dylan welded up these new sawhorses with some plastic on top so we don't damage any of the material. Our glue cart before, well, it didn't exist, and our glue cart after. Nice work from Luke on that one. It looks great. A lot of pride in all the holders there. And there's crumb trails, Kanban cards, labels, really good clarity all the way through this. Nicely done. Steve noticed he had a lot of extra motion down at the trim saw. So he decided to add a second foot pedal in. So here's the before process of cutting a board. So he's cut the one end, putting it to the stops, making sure it's tight on the fence. Now walking back, pushing the foot pedal, trimming the board. And now we'll watch the after. So cutting the board there. Now watch this. I didn't notice this at first, but there's actually a push button for the saw there, right where his hands are, where he's already looking. So just so quick there. Really nice improvement. Here's an improvement of mine. I was doing some improvements in my office actually, and then I eliminated an entire shelf because I had so much stuff in my office I didn't need that was just getting in my way. So I had this extra shelf. I modified it, so now the printer is more centralized and we have a spot for the laminator where we don't need to pull it out each time, and same for the paper shredder. When you can see waste, it's easy to eliminate it. Here's Luke going all the way down the lean rabbit hole. He was asking himself the question, where are the wrenches? He's made a crumb trail to where the wrenches are, but it wasn't clear which wrench was for what, and now there's total clarity. Nice one. It was hard to get all the hammers off of this little makeshift rack. It worked for now, but here's a better one, and that looked kind of like Luke's hands. I think this improvement was from Luke. Todd challenging the North American standard of thinking by testing out one-piece flow building lattice. Usually we would cut a ton of pieces and we'd have a big pile of them and we'd be transporting these and doing a ton of extra motion to process that. But here he's just cutting two little pieces at a time and then installing them right into the lattice panel he's building. And to his surprise, it was much faster. And of course, the quality is higher as well when we're doing one-piece flow. Fulton had a fairly slow process to literally turn on his computer, but he was able to modify some menus and greatly increase the speed of turning on his computer. Dave noticed there was a little leak in the garden hose causing a whole bunch of mud, and we're in a level 5 drought, so he fixed that right away. Nice one, Dave. Another good one from Dave here. Usually it's we have to lubricate the shaft with a diesel and to clean it off every day on our edger. And it's usually a slow kind of non-value added task. But he's got a Gatorade bottle with diesel in it right where we need it. So it's way faster. So we're really reducing that non-value added time. The wheels on this banding cart were just getting terrible, almost to the point where it couldn't even roll. So Fulton replaced those, and now we're smooth sailing with the banding cart. The standards for knee braces were totally lacking. So Luke took this one on to make it more like our pergola scrolls. Standardized knee braces, well labeled, and a nice spot for them. Awesome. Instead of going around and telling everyone not to park here while we were waiting for the green bin to get emptied, Fulton just used our company-wide messaging app to get the message across. Dylan making a spot for the welding gloves right in the welding area, well labeled, nicely done. Group 3S brought on a bit of an issue where we're like, oh, what color is each fencing truck? So I just added yellow to the yellow truck and then green to the green truck. So we know at a quick glance which color coded tools go into which truck. The back of the truck here was a bit hard to take on and off for that the thing we've made there. So Luke added some handles on it, and now it's a much easier process. Stu showing off some employee genius by putting his planter box wrapping skills from earlier in the year to a different project. So instead of making this like fancy post cap roof for this bin for post caps, he came up with a simple solution using our lumber wrap to keep it well protected. Money suffers creativity. Nice one there, Stu. Wow. Incredible job, everybody. Sorry if I didn't share your videos. There was a ton of videos this week. So many good quality improvements, especially on a week where it was smoky. We had tough working conditions because of that. And we just kept going. I can't believe all those improvements are from just 1 week and that we just keep doing this day in, day out. It's so impressive. It's so good to see. I know we talk about employee or unused employee genius every day, but I'm seeing an awful lot of employee genius. Very impressive. Let's keep it up. Let's keep going. We're just rocking it, you guys. Nice job.